Hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay. It is Sunday the 28th of June, 25 to 6 in the evening, and I thought I would film a quick video, show you some of the stuff I've been doing. I finished the second part of the secret project I was working on. They've not gone off to the person that needs them. The first batch have. I don't know if they had gone when I spoke to you last. Haven't filmed anything on them yet because the kids are still here all the time. Sorry, there was just someone's tablet was vibrating over there. The kids' Tobin's. Where was I? Yes, I'll probably take photos and show you what the things are once they've gone off to where they need to go. Don't worry, it's nothing mega exciting. Needless to say, I've done lots of crochet, but I can't show you lots of it. But what I can show you, look, I made the chubby donkey. This pattern is by Valerie of Old Soul Crochet Company, and I adore him. He is mine. Jack has already tried to pinch him, like he pinches everything. He took the penguin, he had the phoenix. What else did I make that he tried to take? The fox, yes, he tried to take the fox. No, Jack, no. I showed you the finished fox, didn't I? So cute. So yeah, it's an adorable pattern. It worked up really quickly. The only problem is now I haven't got any more dark yarn. I'm not allowed to order anymore, just yet. But I'm getting through some yarn, so you never know. But yeah, he's absolutely adorable. If you have considered making this pattern, please do. It's just so beautiful. Look at his little face. I think this is by far probably the pattern or the project that I've liked the most. Sort of how it's come out. Before patterns I've made, I don't know, they never look as cute as Valerie's, but he looks like he does in the pattern, and I love him, and I just do it. So I am very pleased. I will leave a link below for Valerie's Patreon page, and I highly recommend anyone who isn't a patron to go and have a look. I mean, you get at least one pattern release every month, and I think it's $5. There's only one sort of tier, and it's $5. I believe the US government have now made Valerie introduce a tax on it, but I'm not sure. It's probably about 50 cents or something, but we pay VAT in the UK anyway, so we pay 20% VAT in the UK, so I already pay $6, but it is well worth it. So yeah, check Valerie's Patreon page out. She's looking at changing some things around in terms of the content. If you watch her live that she did yesterday, she talks about possibly changing, like putting her vlogs up behind, not in real time, so that when you see a pattern that's been designed and then it's ready, it's going to have been tested in the background, so that the excitement builds up for a pattern, and then you don't have to wait for a month or so for the testers to give Valerie the feedback and the pattern to be ready. So that's cool. I happen to be a pattern tester as well, so yay. I get all the fun. I tested the penguin, but I hadn't done one for a while before then. I thought about doing the octopus, and then I thought, I daren't commit to anything so big. It's beautiful though, the octopus, it's wicked. That will be one to try at some point. I don't know when I'll feel brave enough, but yeah, so check Valerie's website and Patreon out. There is a chubby horse version of this, that I have the pattern open on my laptop, but I got distracted by this next pattern. And I'm trying to, I've started a blanket to try and stop myself making toys, so I can at least keep my hands busy and crochet and not fill the house with toys, because I've got so many at the minute. I've got no room for them. I had to have a rejig of my wall because we tidied up in here last weekend, And Paul's like, can you move all those packs of yarn? It looks a mess on top of your wall cabinet. And I'm like, why? To me, it's like practicing for my own wool shop. I'm going to have, you know, bags of yarn stacked up, you know, packs of yarn as you'd buy them. So I've taken some yarn out of the yarn cupboard and put that in the garage so I can fit the blanket yarn in here, just so I can see what I've got, and I was in a blanket yarn mood. So yes, I've had to put more yarn in the garage. So I'm a little pushed for space, and my donkey's just fallen over. But the donkey finished off. I had a ball probably like that big of blanket yarn, grey, dark grey and light grey, that I'd just hand wound. And they've pretty much gone. I haven't got enough to do another one. I think I've probably got more light grey left. But I'll keep those two because they're handy for the noses and feet of the chubby alpacas. So very cute. So that's two fairly sizable balls of blanket yarn out of the way. They take up a lot of space because they're big, aren't they? The thicker yarn. Donkey is drunk and has fallen over. And then this. Oh, look at her. Look at that pretty face. This is a pattern by Dreams Owl on Etsy. I'll link to her shop on Etsy because you can't really search by shop name anymore. And I keep saying Dream Owls, and it's Dreams Owl. And it's the, I think her name is Nadia. Nadja? I always say Nadja, like a character in What We Do in the Shadows. That's on BBC Two. It's very funny. But yes, where am I going with this? Yes, she's the designer that did the, remember I made some blanket yarn crabs, and I've linked to her before. I bought this pattern, teddy bear pattern. The teddy bear comes with the Santa hat and some other like Santa accessories, Christmas accessories. And I used one of her patterns to make the Edgar the Dragons that I made at the start of the year, which seems so long ago, but unreal how fast it's gone. So this yarn is, it's the Aldi, I don't know if it's just called Teddy Bear yarn or Teddy yarn or something. I did buy some of this, like a branded one, whether it was James C. Brett Flutterby or something. I made a sheep doorstop for a friend of mine, and this is before Aldi started doing it. So you can get branded stuff, but this is just the Aldi version. And this is Aldi baby blanket yarn. Well, they call it baby yarn, but it's the equivalent of banana blanket, maybe a tiny bit thinner. Having worked with them both recently, this is a little bit thinner. But this is lemon, and this used up. I think the first ball I used was a full ball, maybe just less. So probably about a ball and a half. She's a good size. And she's just absolutely adorable. I've got to need some of this white yarn threading through the tail, but I just haven't done that yet. Really cute. I love how her face came out. The pattern says to use not quite safety eyes. They look like safety eyes, but they're like the beads or the buttons that look like safety eyes. But I forgot that. Didn't actually put any safety eyes in, and so I've used like the style of eyes that Valerie uses on her patterns. So thank you for teaching me that and giving me the idea. Yeah, I don't always like, well, in the past I've used safety eyes on blanket yarn and I've not been happy with how secure they were. So I think I actually took them all out. I could remove them from the, I made a load of Rel, the Dabbling Hook. I need to mention you in a minute, Rel. Yeah, I made some of Rel's Octopi in blanket yarn and then put 18mm safety eyes in, and I could actually pull them out, like just wiggle them out, because there was, you know, space in between the not space in between the stitches, but because the yarn's so thick there was more of a gap and you could just wiggle it out. So I had to stop putting them in and just, I think I used felt maybe, and yeah, give them all felt eyes because I didn't trust the safety eyes. So I'm happy doing it that way. What else? I bought myself not massively excitingly, 8 little bundle, I think it's 8-meter skeins of embroidery thread. That's a child making that noise. I hope there's no crying, so I assume they're okay. They like to jump off things. Why? Yes, I brought some embroidery thread because the secret projects have faces on them, and there's quite a lot of them. So I've gone through pretty much all of my stash of old cross-stitch embroidery thread in black. So I ordered that off eBay. I think I got 12 skeins of it. It's about £3.60. Not very exciting. I bought myself a new 7mm crochet hook because that's my hook of choice for blanket yarn projects. I find 8mm too loose. And I've got the 7mm hook I've got is just a straight aluminium one that I've had since I started crocheting, really. I think I bought the standard aluminium hook set from Amazon. And I don't really use the bigger sizes with doing amigurumi. You don't really need it, and I don't think I've ever done a blanket with a 7mm hook. So I just used that, but I thought as I was doing like 2 projects in a row, So I looked on good old Amazon, and they had a Knit Pro Waves, I think it is, 7mm hook, and it was £2.47 next day delivery. So yeah, I went for that. Got it yesterday. And I'd already finished my blanket yarn project, so next time. There will be a next time, I'm sure. But to keep myself occupied and not making more toys that I don't know where to put, I decided to start a blanket. I've still left the ball band in the front room. This is Stylecraft Candy Swirl, I think, in the colour Strawberry Taffy. I have 4 of these that Pearl very kindly sent to me. Thank you, Pearl. Thank you. So I just decided to make a granny ripple with it. I was getting Jack a blanket out the other day for something. Probably a 10, knowing Jack. And I saw the ripple granny that I'd made for Paul a few years ago. And I really do like that. So I am going to go with this as far as I can. That's it in half. So I've tried not to do my usual and go massively wide. And this is how much progress I've got from this morning. I did the chain last night and started working back across it. And I finished that this morning and realised I was about 9 chains too short. So something went horrifically wrong with my counting, even though I was putting stitch markers in. So I ripped it all back out, added several chains on. I did like another 12, so if I messed up I'd hopefully have enough, and I did. I think I had like 2 chains that I skipped, so I still don't know what I did wrong, but anyway. So 1, 2, or full ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full points. I'm just going to go and go. Did I say it's colour Strawberry Taffy? It's been in my tub with something that smells delicious, so it's nice yarn to work with anyway. Yeah, Stylecraft, so it's nice anyway. Stylecraft do nice yarn, but it smells amazing. So as I'm working it, I can smell it. Oh, it's great. I'm using a 5mm hook with this, using my tulip hook. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and go, and it's lovely. It's mindless for the most part. You just have to keep an eye on remembering to decrease and increase in the right places, but it's a fairly straightforward pattern. I can't remember who it's by. It's a free pattern. I will link it below. I did look at doing the Neat Ripple by Lucy of Attic 24, but because I'd seen the granny one the other week, I was like, no, I want to do a granny one. So that is that. I don't know where it will go, who it will be gifted to. When I said I'm going to start a blanket pour in another blanket, I'm like, no, it's not for us, it's pink. Pink doesn't really live in our house. I don't think it will go to my niece Layla because they don't do pink either. I think my sister, recoils at pink. She's like, Amber. Hi, Amber. Amber's not a fan of pink either. But maybe my niece Felicity, maybe she'd like this for her birthday's in November and obviously Christmas. So depending on the size of it, it may go to her. But for now, it's just a fun project to keep me busy and use some pretty yarn. You know, give it a nice purpose and a new home at some point. So yeah, that's that. So I've got to show you really. I have to say thank you to Rel of the Dabbling Home. Hello. She very kindly gifted me a pattern. Well, it would have been probably last night for her, but I saw it this morning. She sent me the fruit bats pattern. I'll link it below. By Inky. Is it Inky? The Yarn Bandit. It's a cool pattern. She's a cool designer. It's the designer behind the Theo the Fox that I made a couple of months ago. If I remember, I'll try and put a picture here. If I remember. But if not, I'll link to it below. And Rel was very kind and gifted me her new fruit bat pattern. And it's so cool and so clever. I had a look through the pattern earlier. It's like 23 pages long. So it's definitely worth, you know, having a look at. And there's all different shapes of the bats, and there's strawberry, orange, pineapple and watermelon, and they're all different shaped bodies. And then underneath she's put like alternative fruits that would fall into the shapes of the bodies and stuff. And then there's all the wings and the details, and it's wicked. I can't wait. I'm really excited to make, you know, to have a go at making them, even though I just said I shouldn't make toys, but it's a gift. I have to, you know, I will have to have a look at that. The strawberry one looks so cool. Yes, so thank you, Rel. That was very kind and very unexpected, and you know, made me smile a lot when I saw it this morning. So thank you. As usual, the yarning community is brilliant and kind and inclusive, and you know, all the things the rest of the world should be. There are many lessons to be learned from the yarning community. Yeah, I wish the world would listen. I wish we could make the world listen. But yes, so I need to wrap this up because I've waffled again. I filmed this morning and waffled so much I didn't even know where to cut anything out of. It was just bleh. It's like when I see an adult and I go, hello, I have to tell you every thought that's in my head because I don't have conversations with grown-ups anymore. I just have conversations with the kids. And Paul, but we don't count him. No, he gets to like blah, blah, blah when he gets home. He gets it from the kids because they've only had me to talk to all day. And then he gets it from me because I've had only the kids to talk to all day. But yeah, we're all still doing well. We all still need a haircut. Apart from Paul, he does his own, so he just shaved his head. So he's fine. But yeah, me and the boys are looking slightly overgrown and bedraggled. But barbers are opening up again from next week, from I think the 6th of July, something like that. Pubs open on the 4th of July, not that I'm forced. And restaurants, some restaurants I think. And then barbers open like the following Monday. I'm not going to get mine shaved again or anything. I need to make an appointment with my hairdresser because I'm growing my hair. But yeah, the boys, I said to them, you need to decide what you want to do because you've grown it that much on top. You could potentially have a new style if you want to. Don't know, we'll see. But you'll see when they have a haircut. I shall show you. They're not massively overgrown. But yeah, so I better go because I've got to go and get plates warmed up and stuff because the tuna pasta bake is almost ready. I hope you're doing really well. Take care. I send you big hugs and kisses and everything like that. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye guys.